Get with the program. It's J baby, period. Hey you guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I hope all of you are having an amazing day. Today is day 49 of my YouTube streaks, and I'm so excited to continue on with my journey here on YouTube. So y'all, I kind of was thinking about this, so I wanted to ask y'all to get y'all opinion. So does being a content creator on YouTube stop you from being in the moment? And when I thought about that, I kind of was thinking about how some people, I was kind of thinking about how we spend so much time on YouTube, which to me isn't a bad thing at all, because a lot of people can spend their time doing things that they don't need to be doing, child. You know what I'm saying? And I love being around all of my community. You guys are so amazing and I love it so much. But I was kind of thinking about this question because I was also thinking it's funny how some people get so drawn into being a content creator that they kind of forget about everything that's going on around them. So I kind of wanted to touch on a couple of things just for conversation to see how you guys feel, what's your intake, what's your feedback and stuff like that. So as I go off on this video, I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments below. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. So the first thing I wanted to say is, for me, it depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they do withdraw like that, and when they have a tunnel vision on something that they're trying to complete, that is what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they have they want to be able, for me, I want to be able to put my video out at a certain time sometimes. Recently here, now and then, I haven't really been caring about the time. I be trying my best to at least put it out that day. That would be my deadline, you know what I'm saying? But if I fall asleep or something, then I'm putting it out in the morning. But that has to do with me doing my streaks. I don't feel like that has anything to do with anybody else, because once you're done editing your video, whatever time you want to put it out, you can put it out. That really doesn't matter, you know? But I feel like for some people, when they are trying to get their video together, they want to, especially if they know that they want to be able to put that video out that day, whatever is going on in the moment, they're more so focusing on being able to get the scenes, being able to get the right clips, being able to do all of that. And they're not really, there because they're focused somewhere else. And I feel like there are some people in the world that are like that, when they're just drawn into that one thing and they can't focus on anything else until it's done. So y'all can definitely give me y'all feedback on how y'all feel on that. The second thing I kind of wanted to say was, are you doing it to record, or are you recording because you're doing it? So this has to do with making the content. If you're, whatever content it is that you decide to come up with, are you doing this because you want to record the content, or is it something where you're actually doing something so you want to record the moment? You know what I'm saying? And that can really be kind of more so of a deal breaker for some people that's around. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they would rather you be doing it for you to record versus it being in the moment, because they want you to be there with them and really enjoy the time. Because when you're content creating, you really are stopping to get certain angles, stopping to set up your camera, set up your equipment, being able to do all of that so you can do what it is you want to do. And some people that aren't content creators, child, they ain't got time for that. They ain't got time for that. So they're going to be just feeling like the day is going to be longer than it needs to be, because you have to stop and do all of this. Because making a video does take a lot of effort. It does, especially when you want to get the angles, because you have envisioned how this video is going to look and stuff like that. But it's really important for me to be in the moment. So even if I am recording, I'm always going to enjoy everything that I have going on. And I'm going to always remember that most of the people that's around me, like my family and stuff, are not content creators. So I want to be able to respect that as well, because just as much as I want to be with them, they want to be able to be with me. And it will be hard for them to be with me if I'm just trying to. And the thing about it is that when you're vlogging and stuff, and I'm talking about just vlogging, you're most definitely able to be in the moment, because you're talking and you're doing all of that. But when you're doing more so a cinematic kind of vibe, it gets a bit harder for you to I won't really say harder, because really I don't really think so, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't think that is harder, but it does it, like I was saying before, it does kind of take some time. So instead of everything happening like just as it's happening, some people have to stop and wait for you to like set up the camera, and then y'all can do what y'all want to do. And some people, they just want to do it. They just want to be free. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I feel when it comes to, are you doing it to record, or are you recording because you're doing it? And I feel like that actually is a good question that I wrote down, because as a content creator, that's what a lot of us go through. You know what I'm saying? Some of us actually come up, some of us, because we create so many different videos, you know what I'm saying? Especially for people that probably don't have niches. They try to come up with a concept of what they can do to make their next video. So they're doing it to record. But at the same time, if something happens like a family event or something like that, or whatever, then they're recording because they're doing it. And sometimes you recording because you're doing it can interfere with the moment, you not being in the present moment because you're focusing on this. So I understand if people get like that. I definitely get that. But for me, I'm always in the moment, but I'm also always focusing on the angles because I know exactly how I want my video to be. But that doesn't disconnect me from what's going on. I'm fully there. You know what I'm saying? I'm fully there. That's for sure. Nothing really gets in the way when it comes to me and my family, or, you know, stuff like that. I'm definitely there. But I feel like that's a good conversation for some people, because for some people, like I was saying, they have to really come up with the content for real. So, and yeah. I feel like for content creators, if they're like alone, then it won't really matter. They can kind of do whatever, you know what I'm saying? But for people that do be around people all the time, if they feel like they're always stopping and stuff like that, that can probably be an issue for them. Maybe, I wouldn't know, but I wouldn't think so. But for some people, it can be. Another thing I wanted to touch on was withdrawal from others with time away or time spent online. So when I said this more so have to do with like being on lives, being in other people's lives, watching videos, editing so you can post your video. Child, when I tell you, me being a content creator, I be up on YouTube from like early in the morning, sometimes to late at night, so dang near the whole day. Yes, I do get a lot of what I need to done, you know what I'm saying, but I spend a lot of time online. So when it comes to being able to get my job done, as far as like making my money or something like that, and then like doing everything that I'm trying to do online as far as YouTube, like reaching out to certain people, watching their videos to show support, you know, because I'm trying to be there for them. And then also getting on lives, because that's where all the fun is. Y'all already know how it is. When we get up on lives, we be cutting up and having a good time. And sometimes, not even sometimes, to me, it's always better watching the live while it's live, because you get to communicate with everyone in the live, and that's what makes it even more fun, you know what I'm saying, when it's live. You know, watching the live back is cool too, but you don't have all that energy in it versus you actually being in the live, and all of that takes so much time. So you being able to, like, the time spent online, that kind of does do a lot to some people that aren't content creators, you know what I'm saying. It kind of pulls away, and I feel like some people probably would feel that way, you know, but I also feel like some people will understand. For me, my family knows I'm a content creator, so they most definitely understand, but they also know that I kind of center a majority of my stuff around them because I want to be around them, you know what I'm saying. But that's just me, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so I kind of want y'all to answer this question and let me know how y'all feel about it. Does being a content creator on YouTube stop you from being in the moment? And let me know how you feel, and tell me, like, you know, any situations that you probably have been through that kind of stopped you from being in the moment, or kind of caused a problem, or anything like that. Even if you wanted to make a response video to this, instead of like typing out a whole thing, you could just type out, you know, how you feel about it, but really get into detail in your video. If you want to make a response video, I would love that for you to tag me in it and name it. You can name it something around the lines of, does being a content creator on YouTube stop you from being in the moment, response, or something like that. And yeah, tag me in it. I would really love to see that. But yeah, I would love to know your response, especially for most of you that's going to be watching this video are content creators, you know what I'm saying. I would love to hear your feedback. But I appreciate all of y'all for being here. I appreciate all of y'all for going so hard for yourself and doing y'all big one, because you already know it's 2025 and it's our year. So I want y'all to continue going strong, because we got this, honey. We got this in the bag, okay? Don't let nothing stop you. Yesterday, you guys, I had 1,472 subscribers, and today I have 1,473. So thank you so much to my new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. And to all of my subscribers I have already, thank you so much for continuing to hold me down. I appreciate y'all. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video, y'all. And I will see y'all in the next one.
Bye.